When I say earth, y'all say gang. Earth, earth. When I say earth, y'all say gang. Earth, earth. When I say earth, y'all say gang. Earth, earth. When I say earth, y'all say gang. Earth, earth.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Ouni. Yeah, I'm
Ouni.
sorry, I didn't introduce myself.
That's a
My
great
name.
name.
Is Ouni. Thank you, Elizabeth Ouni, basically.
Elizabeth Ouni. Nice shirt.
Thanks.
Love that shirt.
I was like,
Love
I'll bring the
cats.
big cats out.
And big
You
cats.
gotta look
And
at
baby
some of
cats.
that
Yeah, I
shit.
love all
Yeah, but they're
cats.
hidden. They're hidden.
No, he's not hiding. He's not
I
hiding.
love cats.
This cat here is not
That's a
ferocious.
little one. That's a little one.
Not ferocious, not ferocious. Well, that's ferocious.
Well, what?
That's not ferocious. That's not ferocious.
Yes, but they're
But I
hidden.
mean, they all have the same attitude.
The same attitude?
Same catitude.
Catitude? What does that mean?
Cat attitude.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, I love Leos.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. You love us or you hate us. Okay, cool.
Oh, got your questions in your notebook.
Well,
Nah,
yes. Not really.
She just told us she didn't do her homework.
Normally, I'm like legit. Look at what I had for JIT. It's like one.
can't
You
do
printed
that.
it? You printed pages? You printed it?
You can't show us the
Fire,
video
let me see.
again.
Let me see.
Nah,
Printed
show
this
us.
stuff. Oh, a polar. Oh, she got my man's out here. What's that stuff? Is the stuff
He's
you
not
wrote
a-
down? That's the stuff. I
But
like
it's the
this.
intention that counts. Just
Oh,
give
I
me-
like
I
this.
love
It's
this.
like just having a conversation on the street.
Yes.
If people came up to me with papers before they the first time they met me, that'd be so weird, yo. All right, so I love this.
The thing is like English is not my native language.
What
So if I have like Flemish,
Flemish.
yeah, and French.
And French.
So like I can only wing it when I'm having a conversation with somebody.
Oh,
So if I have to
see.
go point per point, it's a bit schoolish, I know, but it's like
I see. I dig that. I dig
at least if then fans are like, she asked all the
She
questions.
has all the questions.
Alright, so
Who's the fan that says that? Good. She asked all the questions. I hate that.
Well, there are, the real fans are quite nerdy, and I'm nerdy,
Man, you
so
real far style. You got the beetle right here.
Yes.
What's it called?
Scarab.
Scarab.
And
Yes.
you got the
Scarab,
lion
yeah.
right there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to impress you guys, so I was like, I just pulled
No,
out
it's
Reminds
everything.
me of
It's
the
beautiful.
Reminds me of the Beatles.
Beautiful. The mummy.
Yeah.
Remind me to be
I
off
was
the
saying
mummy.
on Aladdin. Remember on Aladdin when you put it together and then that's how you open your cape of wonders?
Okay.
You never seen Aladdin?
Oh, Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen Aladdin.
Cape of wonders was two eyes. That was like two.
Yeah, well, Egyptian symbolism is filled with like.
With beetles and scarabs, yeah.
Anyway, our gang is here. So, guys, it's really hot. So, apologies in advance if I sound off. I'm just gonna blame it on the heat. All right. So, for my audience who is not familiar with you two, who are you and what do you do?
What's up? We're Earth Gang. We're from Atlanta, Georgia. Brain Trust, made beautiful music, influenced by beautiful people, traveled around the world, spread beautiful vibes.
That's it in a nutshell. That's what we do for a living.
Okay, and can you introduce the both of you? Like, who are you? What's your name? Because in case people do not know you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, who are you?
Well, my name is Johnny Venus. You can call me Olu if you want. From Atlanta, Georgia. Artist, writer, musician, recorder, producer, engineer, stand-in.
What type of music do you play? Instrument?
I play the drums.
Okay.
Learning the piano and the voice,
Okay.
main instrument.
Okay.
So, and if you want me to stand in, play the tambourine on some of your sessions, just let me know. We can do whatever.
Okay.
I could do the cowbell, whatever you need. Yo. I
Okay.
just like to be in an environment.
Maybe I
of
can do
music
cowbell.
making. Yeah, you can do cowbell. You push up, pull up. It's just that's all it is. I just like to be in the musical environment
Yeah.
of listening,
I can do the
making.
thing.
Yeah, the triangle. Yeah. All this stuff.
So,
How you doing? I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the camera thing.
yeah, don't look at the
Yeah.
camera. Just
It's
talk to me.
unnecessary.
Introduce yourself to me.
I'm Wild Great. I do music. I rap. I sing. I play the trumpet. I learn the ukulele.
Oh, really? You play the trumpet?
Yeah. I'm learning the ukulele. I'm a musician, philosopher. You know what I'm saying? I'm an adventurer. I'm the guy that just gets lost places on purpose, and that's my life. I enjoy being completely in the moment. I'm very present-minded. That's me.
Power of Now.
Mm-hmm.
Eckhart
Power
Tolle.
of Now is so beautiful, yo. It's so amazing.
Have you read the book?
Nah, I
should.
haven't.
It really helps me in my
Alright,
life, but
gonna be
that's
the
a
next
different
thing.
discussion.
Nah, it's a now discussion.
We're not gonna talk
That's
about
a
that.
now discussion. Let's talk about notes. Forget that.
No,
Let's
no,
talk
no,
about
no,
that
no,
right
no.
now.
We can go back to that later. But is this your first time touring in Europe?
No, this is we toured Europe 3 times.
Third time. One time with
One
Axel?
time with Boss.
Oh, with Bob.
One time with J.
with
Cole,
J. Cole,
and
and
this time with us and J.I.D.
Oh, you also went with J. Cole. Because your manager told me that it's not J.I.D who was signed first. It was you guys who got signed first at Dreamville, and then J.I.D was later.
Yeah.
So everything started with you guys, basically. That's what he was trying to
Well,
tell
we
me.
all met together when we was on the Absol tour. We met together
We all met
in New
Cole
York.
at the same time.
We was on, we all had went on the road with Absol. We was in New York. We did a show. Us, J.I.D, we all split 15-minute sets. We was driving behind the tour bus in a little Chevy Traverse across the whole United States, 50 cities. So it was really just
tour
life. Tour life. Really, it was like 7, 8 deep with luggage for a month and a half in a Chevy Traverse, traveling thousands of miles. So, and that's when we met Cole, us, J.I.D, and then we all went to see him at the shelter in North Carolina. Recorded some music with him, just kicked back, just kicked it with him. You know, not just a will you show me what you got type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the first day we recorded. Other than that, we was just hanging, and then we just developed a relationship. From there, we met everybody else, and we ended up signing. J ended up signing, and we just had to incubate a little more. You know, that was the now for us, incubating. So
because you've been working for a long time now, from what I've seen, you're like 8 years.
Yeah, really
long,
like 10.
Long, slow grind.
Yeah, but that's how, I mean, anything worth having for a long time, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it humbles you, right?
Of course, and it becomes a part of your life. It lets you know that this is not just one goal to reach. This is a living, this is a doing thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, also just as far as building a fan base, like people like going with a story, you know what I'm saying? People like to know that there was a story. If you just come out of nowhere, you leave just as quickly, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like transfer heat. If you put something in the microwave, it's gonna cool off very quick. If you know what I'm saying, cook it for a while, let it sit on the stove for a while, you can serve, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing that leveraged against a body of work and a journey.
Yeah, and a fan base.
Like,
all of these things are slow cooked.
Right now is just so like
everything is just
everything's finished quickly though. Like as fast as it starts, it finishes quickly.
Average lifespan of an artist 2 years, 3 years if you're lucky.
If you're lucky,
max, 2 years if you're lucky. 18 months for real, honestly.
2 years if you're lucky.
Because really, a new wave happens every 7 to 9 months. Like a whole another sound is really popular. 7 to 9 months, especially in America. So that's on average. It's good to build along the way. So that way, when you do take chances and change and build and grow your sound, nobody's acting like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I don't want, you know what I'm saying, a small career. When I look at ideal careers, I look at Pharrell, I look at Jay-Z, I look at Snoop, I look at people that, you know what I'm saying, can do this and other things outside of it and still have a blaze.
Their own lane as well.
And continue to grow and continue to learn from the new music and people who coming out now. Like Pharrell has been working with artists for 20 years, more than 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's new artists that's coming up from Uzi to EARTHGANG. Like he's just continuing to work with new artists, and his sound is continuing to shift and grow and change. He scored movies, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's always
it's an accomplishment, I think, if you can make money or make a living, let's call it that. Making money sounds maybe a little bit ugly, but make a living and provide for your family.
Ain't nothing wrong with money.
I'm about to say,
ain't nothing wrong with money. Make money.
Make money.
Money ain't nothing.
I'm too correct.
I feel you good because money.
Like making money.
Nah, it's what you do with the money. Money is just spiritual currency, yo. It's just currency. It's just a flow of energy. That's all it is another form of energy. That's all money is.
But when it's blocked, it's blocked.
Exactly. When it's blocked, but when it's blocked, then that energy is coming from different sources. So you just might have to learn how to barter and trade, or learn how to ask for things that you can't get, or find another place to make these things happen. You know, money isn't always the end all be all. If you got a lot of money, that don't mean your ideas are going to immediately come to fruition, you know? So
Yeah, but what I was
energy.
trying to tell you guys is like I think it's an accomplishment. 40 plus. If you're a 40-year-old man, can provide for your family, still
100%.
doing music,
Still creating.
producing, creating
Doing what
movies. I think
that's
isn't
that's
that the
life.
dream?
That's life. That's what it's supposed to
Any way
be.
you can find a way to sustain yourself and continue to be inspired, no matter what the field is. It's like that's a great way to live.
Yeah.
Amen. It's a super cliche question, but I have to ask
Don't
it.
answer
So,
cliches next. No, just wait.
how would you? No. Listen. How would you describe your music? Because from the little research that I did, people do compare you with Outkast, and I did watch the Genius videos. I did something, but just not hours. Like I was, yeah.
Little cliff notes.
How would you describe it? Because I don't want to, like, people hate to being compared, but another way, if you're not like familiar with you guys, it might be an interesting lane to be compared to.
I would describe our music as experimental. You know, like that's to me that's what music is all about. Like you have certain styles or certain elements, you have certain tones, and from these small elements, things can grow. It's like the periodic table, yo. Like you have certain things, and from this you can make whatever you want to make. So it's like it's just a constant learning experience, trying new things, creating new things, creating things that never been done before, or just like reverting back to things that have been forgotten or left in the past. It's just a constant flow of information and creativity, and then just trying new things with it.
And sonically, how would you describe it?
It
Is it cold? Is it warm?
depends on the mood. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mood.
It's like the universe. Some places in the universe are hot as hell, and some places in the universe are freezing. You know what I'm saying?
Colorful. Like, it's a lot of different colors that go in time.
Yeah.
You don't just pick a color and be like, well, we blue artists. You know what I'm saying? All this blue shit's gonna rock. It's like we just the colors fit the mood, and then also we a group, so we never gonna, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be on the exact same page. Sometimes we be on 2 different pages in the same book. Sometimes we be on 2 different books in the same series. Sometimes we just be on 2 different.
Sometimes I don't read books.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but whatever it is, like, so it's. I think more than anything, I would say our music is true. Our music is organic. Our music is honest. And I think that's what hooks people. I think that's what saved. I think that's what saved us this far. You know what I'm saying? I've never said anything in a song that I had to lie about or back up in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is just me.
It's life.
I think that's what goes the furthest with people. Because at the end of the day, like we all, the human experience is only, you know what I'm saying, a blip amount of time, specks of dust in the infinite universe. All that matters is can we relate to the honesty of it now? And I think that's what we put into the reason more than anything. So I think that comes through the sound. I think it comes through in the way our voices project through the songs. You can feel the pain when it's pain. You can feel the laughter when it's laughter. You know what I'm saying? Like I think all of that goes into it. It's not like
we can agree that there's definitely depth in your music, right? It's not like the new.
It's not just one vibration.
That is going on right now. There's actual words. You're trying to say something.
There's feelings, different type of feelings. It's not just always a party feeling or I'm flossing feeling. Like I want to put actual life into music. Like, you know, music is just another way of transforming the now. Like you said, like the now, what's going on in society, what's going on now in my life, what's going on now in somebody else's life, what's going on now in the life of a mosquito, a beetle, the life of colors, whatever. I want to put what's going on now into this music, however it may sound, and let that truth stand the test of time. So somebody can hear it from 30 years from now, 100, 500,000 years from now, just be like, oh, this is a true statement. This may be maybe relate to this now, you may relate to this back then, but this is a true statement. You can look at it. It's kind of like paintings. Like, it doesn't matter when a painting was done. You don't always take a painting and reference it from what's going on now.
You consider your music timeless?
Yes, for sure.
Nothing else is timeless.
I don't like going with, I don't like when you try to keep up with the trends and try to keep up with now, then you're not, with everything that's just going on around you, you're just looking outward. And sometimes it's so crazy, it's like, you know,
it's also a switch of identity.
Most of the times you spend the majority of your life looking outside of your body. So like the more you are in tune with what's going on inside, the truer your connection is and the truer your message is. Whatever it may be, like if it's truly what you feel within, then it's going to be a timeless sound for whoever to pick up. You know.
Tell me something about your latest project, Royalty. That is February 2018.
Yeah.
What should I didn't listen to it. I will listen to it.
Go.
What track should I now?
You should
I'm
probably
just
start
teasing you.
from Rags. Did you listen to Rags and Robots?
Listen. The only track that I've really took the time to watch from A to Z to listen was Meditate.
Okay,
That
that's
I've
Rags.
I've seen a video.
It doesn't matter as long as you retain what's going on, yo. I love the fact that you are out here and you just learning. You don't need paper and notes to learn all the time.
Personally,
yo.
it's also like I never do 2 interviews in one row. Like, but you're here now, so I was like, might as well do it.
We
Power
here.
of now and all
Power of
that.
now. Yes, we here.
So if there's one song, I go home tonight. One song, you pick one song and you pick songs from Royalty that you think I may like. That's a fun question.
From one song from Royalty, alright, you should listen to LOL SMH. You might like it, so listen to that one.
Is Cocktail on Royalty? Yeah.
I think I saw that.
You should listen to Cocktail.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Consider it
Consider
done.
it done. Through. Finished.
So, are there any road experiences that are still sticking with you from now, from the time?
All
of them?
That's what this is. To me, that's what I love.
Where you've been? So this is your 6th stop.
Yeah.
So you've been.
We've been to Norway, Copenhagen, Germany, and Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Today we got here like
11
or 2.
And when are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow or tonight?
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Yeah, like real tour life.
Yeah, so
we spent the most time in Berlin this time, which was fun.
Which was beautiful. Berlin was amazing. From
a lot of hot girls.
Just going from like visiting the wall to visiting these. Like, I don't even know the name of the place that we went to, but it was just like the areas that we were was just so full of like so much culture and just like.
Was it your first time in Berlin?
It was like
we
third time.
We never spent time.
Never spent time. So it was just like it's so a blend of so many cultures. You know,
nights. It was pretty lit.
It was really fire.
These some free drugs.
Yes, club life is good. Drug life is known there. I'm not familiar with it.
It's fire.
But you know, and Berlin in the summer.
It's beautiful.
It's we can't compete. You're in nitty gritty Brussels.
I fuck with Brussels too. I like Brussels.
We bring a little bit of ugliness to it.
That palace over there was a great blend of beauty and ugly at the same time. Like it was.
What did you say?
Nice.
I said like aesthetically, I think this is a better looking city just to me personally. Like, I like the architecture.
Yes.
But, I'm not saying Berlin is ugly, but I'm just saying I think.
Well, Berlin is like
it's a crazy mix of modernity and like old Europe, and I love how they like you have like
in Hitler's vision.
You have graffiti,
like architecturally.
Yes.
Regardless, let's just ignore the other thing.
The way that's space.
He is architecturally.
It's a city planner. He's a city planner.
Big.
Yes. The thing that and it may be cliche or whatever, but like the thing that I really like the most about Berlin is how the wall is painted by so many different artists.
Yeah.
And like to me, that's like the most beautiful thing about that city. You know what I'm saying? Let alone Germany, but the city of Berlin to take something that meant so much to so many generations of like fear, repression. You know what I'm saying? The past history and like take that and like infuse it with art and creativity and to have so many different styles of artists and just like people come and paint the wall and like just turn it to anything shows like the progression of humanity and how humans continue to like take one thing and reinvent that into something else. Like it was literally experimentation. You're not gonna know what you're gonna get.
It's definitely it's a country who had an ugly history, who rised above the history and now turned into this a beautiful blend of creativity
and life. That's what life is, yo.
They really like you could tell a lot of unity came from the fall and the rebuild.
And even the separation, it was just like it was still like a period of damn, we want to like come together and still and see what our future could be like as a united people. You know, families were separated by that wall. And when all that changed, it was just like, all right, we have an opportunity to make good. You know what I'm saying, on what we've been trying to do. A lot of countries could learn from Germany and Berlin and the steps that they've taken, you know what I'm saying, to what's going on. For sure.
Definitely, they definitely look forward and not backwards.
And not even to not look backwards, but they remember. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
but
everywhere.
it's not like they're not trying to hide it or like throw dust on it or something. Like so many countries that just like try to sweep everything up under the rug. America, France, like everybody tried to sweep everything under the rug. Belgium, for sure, with the Congo. They be trying to sweep everything under the rug, yo. See, you don't have to make that face. Just be like, yes.
Yes, but it's like, it's really ugly.
It's hideous.
But it's true.
It's
hideous.
It's
really ugly, and it's not. You don't like.
I hate when people
if
trying to.
If you're woke, or let's call it woke, I don't really like.
I don't like that
but
phrase
if you're
either.
a little bit educated, you have to look for that information past what they teach you in school.
Yes.
Because in school they teach you like, and then there was our King Leopold, and
he was a great man. He went to Africa.
He was a great man, and he built beautiful cities. And then later it's like, what?
He really went out there and like raped and pillaged and plundered. So like you have to acknowledge this, take the steps to right these wrongs.
Coming up in America, we learned about Christopher Columbus.
And do it in so many ways.
That's the whole genocidal maniac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's also like
they taught us about him as children. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Disney story. I mean, we got Pocahontas, which is a Disney story. Like you have so many Disney stories of just so many instances of people taking art and using that to cover up. Like Germany and Berlin, they didn't use the art to cover up. Like they didn't tear down the wall.
You know
what I'm saying? Like they did not remove the wall. Like so many other places are like tearing down things just to like just say forget about it. But it's like no, like this is what you did, and now you have a chance to do something new. You have a chance to like turn into something else.
I think remembering it is very essential in prevention of
definitely. That's nicely put.
So,
history of a tree with no roots.
Let's go back to your music. How hard is it for you to, in America, to get your music out?
It ain't that hard to get music out, to put it on the internet.
But like to get reach.
To me, personally, I think the most important thing about having people reaching your music, like just more listeners, right? More people, more fans, more people, more traffic.
I feel sometimes when I study the music industry in the States, I feel like certain artists are not getting the attention how they should. Like, I consider a group like Flatbush Zombies very impressive. For some reason, I don't see them in all the radio shows on that top slot. I see different types of artists, which I also like, some of them. But like, that was kind of my question. Like, do you get airplay on radios? Is it hard, or are you do you think it's still necessary? Or
to me, it's like
it is necessary. It's necessary. It's good for business. I don't give a fuck, but I acknowledge the point of it, and I acknowledge how helpful it is. But at the same time, reach. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of artists that do way bigger numbers on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Then some people who get a flash in the pan for a summer, 2 summers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to hit this summer. So. You know what I'm saying? Like this summer, America is so fast. The climate is just so fast. It doesn't even. It matters. It definitely matters. But like, if you can't sustain, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say names, but I can definitely think of a couple off the top of my head right now that had #1 hit, and it's like I think we might be like the capital of one-hit wonders. So like, what do you really want? You know
and a lot of times it really doesn't matter how fat. Like let's take Childish Gambino for instance. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been putting out music for many years, and even with like most recently, not even with the woke movement, but with like his music has continued to grow and change. So like some of the stuff that came out on his earlier project, it wasn't going to make, you know what I'm saying, the top 100 like This Is America has, but his music has shifted and it changed into this, and it's in the power of now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So like this was the time that this was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that he was supposed to pop 5 years ago because he's such a great artist. That may be true. He is a great artist. He was a great artist 5 years ago, but he didn't put himself in these places, or the thing, you know what I'm saying, the stars hadn't aligned to where it was supposed to be. So it's just you have to just continue to walk your path and let the things fall in order. So I really don't, as far as when you say like putting your music out and getting reach, it all depends on what you think it is. To me, the most important thing is performing. To me, performing and videos are like the ways that you impact people and like they take something with them. Like hearing a song on the radio.
How would you
or
describe?
stream
Because
is
I don't know
fire.
how you perform, and I'm very
We crazy
strict
performers. We
when
like
it
to
comes
Nah,
to
it's-
reviewing shows. Because there's
we gonna
many.
knock your fucking
It's
socks
just
off.
it's just
Every time.
theatrical.
We
like,
don't bullshit on stage.
you leave
That's
sweaty.
That's been our whole thing.
You leave
That's been our
drinks.
thing out the top. Since
I
our
don't-
even when our music was way worse music,
We don't fuck
we
around
always
on stage,
performed that
yo.
shitty song to the max.
Performance
Now we learn how to
is
make better
beautiful
music.
art.
It's better music to the
Because
max. I don't
sometimes,
play by
like,
my shows.
Sometimes I can get so disappointed if an artist is like,
Boring.
Yo, boring performances are shit. If you a bad performer, I don't care about your
you
music.
know, like.
I don't care how good your music is. Like you have to be a great performer because that is an art form in itself. Like
Exactly.
that is dancing, moving, being able to engage with the crowd, being able to
Exactly.
be in the space is a
Yeah.
is an art form.
Just like grabbing
Yeah,
your full
like
attention.
you have to
We
have
see a
that.
lot of bad shows. Like I was saying before, we see a lot of people. Like America is real good. I don't know if this happens over here as much, but America's real good for
Hype.
hype. So yeah, but hype.
And then just having
hype
like
on another level, hype
loud
is like-
music and light and a bunch of like pyrotechnics and a
but
bunch
even-
of colors
even
and your
beyond that,
performance
I'm
is
just
still
saying,
shitty.
like hype from the level of like you. A lot of times, people haven't even taken the steps to become a great performer. Like nobody just get on stage the first time and it's great. You gotta do some-
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times you can have a hit
Touring
before you
is a
even have a
skill.
chance.
It's a skill.
I saw
Yeah, exactly.
Drake in the first performance. Trust
Exactly.
me.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
We
but
saw
it's
Drake.
not good.
We saw
Sorry,
Drake
Jay, not too
stadium,
yeah, and it was just like,
Yeah,
alright,
it was whatever.
it was like
But-
being in the club. Like
wasn't
I don't
like
wanna go to your show and feel like I'm at a club or I'm at a bar. I wanna go to your show and feel like this is a
Exactly.
once in a lifetime thing.
Experience.
Yeah.
That everybody who's not
Club
here
performance
missed
in a
out
club
on this.
is
Yeah,
okay.
like
Club
it's
performance
different.
in a club, great, no problem. I will not judge you for it.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
you're
cool.
faded, it's
Whatever.
nice. But like in a venue,
I want to have a spiritual experience. I want to leave this
Wow,
motherfucker
that's
thinking
it.
like I'm not the same. I want to leave feeling like I'm not the
A
same.
lot
I
of
want my
artists
clothes
just
to be the
they
same.
get put in the position of having to perform for big crowds or just crowds
Just
in
because they
general
have a hit.
without having the times to learn how to perform. We used to do open mics. We used to do
Okay.
small shows. Like we've done like a lot of shows.
Done thousands of
Fuck
shows.
ton of
yo.
shows.
Done thousands of
So
shows.
now it's nothing to me. I'm a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's my sport. I get out there. I play my game.
Exactly.
I get locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, but so
I
as
like
our
that.
music goes, it gets better.
It's my sport. I really like that
Yeah,
because
you
that's
know,
how I feel. That's why I'm saying I'm a little bit strict when it comes to, especially in hip hop. There's not many who excel on stage.
You know who's
Like-
great on stage? Flatbush Zombies.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, it's great on stage. We
So
seen
that's
them
my
perform for the
next
first
question.
time.
Like top
Smokers
3
Club, too.
people who are good on stage
Oh.
besides yourself.
I don't know if I'll say them top 3, but they are amazing.
Erykah Badu is still good on
Yeah,
stage.
Badu's
Oh,
great on
yeah,
stage.
on
okay.
stage. Who
but
else?
I've seen-
But Erykah Badu is a singer, so let's go.
Well, to me, it
It's
doesn't
all-
matter.
I-
It doesn't matter to me.
I
It's
look at it the same
art.
way,
It's music.
But I can see.
Well,
see
it's
the
different
what
because she
you're
can stand still and she can center and earth and
Shit,
just set
Beyonce.
people. I think sometimes
think
it's
Beyonce
hard-
be
think Jay-Z
dancing.
can do that.
Beyonce dances and
Yeah, true.
flips and do
True.
all type of shit and like projects her voice.
True.
One of the top performers I've
Okay,
seen in my life.
definitely.
For sure.
talking
But
about.
Hip hop, rappers. I like Flatbush Zombie's performance.
Action Bronson is really
I like
good.
it.
yes, true,
Um,
true.
Who's another person I think is
Flatbush Zombies is definitely one
great
of the best
performer.
out there.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, ASAP Ferg. I seen Ferg not too long ago. And Ferg had a great performance, yo.
I portrayed Ferg in Berlin.
Yeah.
And I have a small skit of his set, and it's there where I saw that Fergie is really
He's really good, right, yo? We saw him in
Really
the
good.
stadium and we had a show
because
with
I
him in
saw
New
with the
Hampshire.
ASAP mob, it's all high.
Nah.
And he
My
comes
boy
and
Ferg
he's
came with it, yo. He's with it.
beast mode.
He's with it. I fuck with that
actually
shit.
like ASAP Mob.
Fuck with that
They
shit.
are a lot of hype. They are not as great as they people say, but when they hit
I
something,
don't mind
they
that
hit
they're
swell.
hype, but if you're hype, then I like things clean.
Hey.
I don't like 7-5 shouting, yelling. I like when the ad libs are correct, but I can hear. You know, I
feel
like
that.
perfection.
You know, there's also good live. Smino. I don't know if you ever seen
I have never seen him. I'm gonna see him in the festival season at
Oh,
Couleur
yeah.
Cafe.
Alright.
Really good live.
Hey,
He
that nigga.
had a show in Atlanta I went to. It was amazing.
Cold shows be live as fuck too.
Yes.
Cold shows be dumb.
Yes, I haven't seen him in a while.
I-
I met J. Cole once, which is already a blessing because many haven't. But I met him once, pre-dreads. He was
You said
opening
pre what?
for Drake.
Pre-dreads.
Pre-dreads.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. No, that
Yes.
makes a lot. Cause like I wasn't on Cole pre-dreads. I was on like Lights Please and like a couple
Young
like
Simba,
couple
I
like Young
was-
Simba, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? That was
Way
it.
back.
That was all I was on. The first time I really saw Cole live was on your For Your Eyes Only.
Okay.
That was my first time seeing him live, and I was like,
Already pretty
oh,
grown in
this
his career.
shit
I remember.
is crazy.
I'm pretty sure we saw Cole on Forest Hill Drive doing.
See, I don't. They say we went. I believe him because I remember some things, but I don't remember the show.
It was at, I remember.
So I mean,
it was at Lakewood Amphitheater in Atlanta. It was like in the hood. Like it was an amazing show.
yeah. Shout out to Lakewood.
Yeah.
But my first time seeing him live was on the For Your Eyes Only tour, and it was just for him to be able to mix the songs from so many eras of his artistry and then continue to tell a story through that and like have the crowd just so hyped and so live. I was just like, damn, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak is a great live performer. He was on the For Your Eyes Only tour too. Great live performer. He played the drums and killed the shit. I was like, oh,
that
fuck you.
the drums, but also what I like about Anderson is also the long grind. Like this dude has been singing weddings.
Exactly.
Really impressive dude.
Yeah, he's a great performer. And he's like, it's so funny because right now he's really starting to like get those looks. You know what I'm saying? Like his stuff is in commercials right now.
Yeah.
He's like, he's been grinding for so long, and it's
Well,
it's
it's kind of like the same with you guys. You guys have Cole and he has Dr. Dre. What is the difference to having J. Cole behind you and being signed on Dreamville?
I mean, sometimes it's
what's the concrete
The
difference?
primary difference is the look. The primary difference is
The
well,
perception.
People want to see what's going on over there. You know,
Yeah.
that's like the first thing.
Now they're interested.
and Cole is
The most
like Dre
obvious
is like in the pantheon of artists. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like Cole just put out an album not too long ago,
Yeah.
so like the traffic is different. It's
Yeah,
different
definitely.
traffic. Just way different traffic. And the
And why do you think he signed you?
It's because he understood that we had an idea of what we wanted our music to sound like. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of person. He produces 90% of his stuff. Like he just makes these records and he's like, I have this idea of my sound. He's like, he respects that, and he saw the same thing in us. He respects that.
Cole like he likes our ability, but he also respects the heart. When we first performed, and Cole came to the show in New York. We was all the sound equipment had went dead, and you know what I'm saying, everything. It was New York, so we getting like, boo, hey, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? I started freestyling. The crowd shifted. By the time that was over, the DJ had the music back running. His verse come on, we back rapping again. We saved the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like the show's hanging off.
Yeah.
Pull that shit back up. If you witness a rescue, you gonna be impressed with the fireman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what it is. So that's basically. But he just witnessed us. He witnessed us in a moment of vulnerability and how we took control of it and how the show still went up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, the show always must go on.
Always.
And I think like
Always.
it doesn't matter what happens.
It never matters.
It's like
and when we on stage, it's not even us. Like it's such an out of body experience. I would never stop.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's not even. All inhibitors have completely failed.
All the
you know
energy is just going back and forth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's such an out of body experience.
To us, it's just
I don't remember most of my sets because
wow.
I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's there. And he's in his body, but it ain't, it ain't me.
Just a
That's when I take my
window,
time off. That's when I take a break. Like my mind takes a complete break.
yeah, sometimes I follow artists and I just go with them up close on the stage and document it. And I'm always like, I feel very intimidated when I feel all that energy from the crowd. And then I always think like, wow, it's like drugs. You're like, you soak in it. And then they give you all that energy and all that focus and for like an hour and you just like throw it out there and then you go off stage and then there's like silence.
Yeah.
So like I think
and then my soul comes down from heaven. And
so that's why I'm saying that because like I understand when you say like I don't know half of my shows because it feels so intimidating.
The verses at this point is muscle memory. It's not even like I'm trying to remember the words. Like it's all, you know what I'm saying, just happening.
So, and how would you describe your relationship with Destin, J.I.D, or J.I.D?
It's so funny, man. It's our brother, man. We've been cool with J.I.D since 2008.
Long time.
And that's when we started EARTHGANG. You know what I'm saying? Really.
And then you have Spillage Village as a collective?
Yeah. So we started that around like 2012. We was all in college, and then around the end we was finishing. We was getting ready to graduate, and then we got kicked out. And then
Oh, you all got kicked out,
not
not
just
you.
me and Jid.
I didn't get kicked out.
You and Jid.
Yeah, me and Jid. We was just being stupid.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, we was just being stupid. And then what it ended up, I just remember the kind of talks we were having around that time when I was like, when I was just like.
Because were you both studying or both in football?
No, I was on an academic scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just studying.
But he was on a football.
He's on
Yeah, he was playing
scholarship.
football.
Yeah.
And I just remember at the time when it happened, it was, I mean, of course we had like pretty heavy criminal charges on us, but even beyond those charges, it was just it was
Is
such
that
a,
then for life? Is it on the record for life then?
I thought I had it expunged, but then last time we went to Australia, all that shit came up. But they didn't trip, like it didn't bother me. But I did all the requirements to get it off my record, but I don't know. It comes up sometimes it doesn't. Luckily, I work in a field that doesn't need many background checks, so it's not that, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal. But I know it was another guy that got caught with us, and he does need background checks for a lot of his jobs, and he says it comes up more than he thought it would. But you know what I'm saying? We was young. It was such a now and never moment, like to like, look, are we really gonna do this shit? Like, are we really gonna try to make a career out of this? Or are we gonna try to deal with these background checks for the rest of our lives? You know what I'm saying? Like what do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just remember having that kind of conversation, and then just even beyond that, like
Well, you guys really went for it.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
It wasn't no option.
There's not
Yeah,
like
no
in
option.
between.
It wasn't no option.
And that's how I feel like maybe I didn't study the music as much, but if I go through it, it's not light. That's what I said. It's not like I'm interviewing and I'm not dissing them, Lil Yachty, where I can go gimmick question after gimmick. I was like, if I want to interview you guys how I should check all the music, go ask for about lyrics and all that, because that is very quickly what you see. I see depth all over the place.
And I can see,
many universal references and all
The
that.
story is in there.
very truly that our songs, each song is
Reflect our lives, and it's
each song is its own
a
song.
snapshot of time in our
We're not gonna
lives.
hop on a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, metros and just be like, well, this the album. No shade to Metro, he's an amazing artist. Shout out to Pyrex, that's my dog.
Yeah, shout out to Pirates. Pirates.
But I say each EARTHGANG record is its own song. So that's why when we make albums, we gotta do so much like going back and forth and deciding what to do with the records. Cause we cover so many different things with each type of record. You know what I'm saying? Like this song's gonna sound like this because this kind of beat touched us this time. And it also comes from just like listening to
so many
like,
types of music.
We got a lot of influences.
What are your influences?
Endless.
Anything like from
Endless
plants to
Heartbeat,
weather,
yeah,
like anything.
Okay.
I freestyle to a heartbeat.
Like windshield wipers, like
Okay.
get inspired by
But
anything.
so many types of music we just always liked. You know what I'm saying? Like we name it: Parliament, Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Okay.
fucking
Nate Dogg, Stevie Wonder, like
tallest man in the
Dogg.
world.
Yeah,
fucking-
like,
I was this close wearing a Nate Dogg shirt today.
yeah,
But I
Nate Dogg is dope.
mean, Nate Dogg is epic.
yeah,
But whatever.
like,
I love all his hooks.
yeah, and there's so many like
So many
Cash
artists, man.
Money,
Shout out to everybody,
like,
man.
just whatever your life is
fucking
the influence. Yo, it's so
Gunn,
many things.
fucking Mick Jenkins, fucking. That's
Really
the
love
homie.
Mick Jenkins.
Yeah,
That's a homie. That's like my
good
dog.
guy.
Very underrated.
Yeah,
For sure,
I agree.
for sure.
Should
I agree.
definitely get a lot more. But he's releasing a new project, isn't he? Very
Yeah,
soon.
yeah. We heard some of it. We might
Yeah.
You might be on it.
be on it.
Might be on it.
Some shit.
Good.
Yeah.
I love it. Just
Might
even
be.
on the project,
Great style as
we
well.
got a song with him on one of our EPs too.
On Rags.
Okay.
It's on the first one. I told you,
Okay.
you might have to start from the beginning. I don't know.
No, I will listen to everything. Trust
No,
me.
you just jump in
dope.
there.
His mom actually moved down from Chicago to like a suburb of Atlanta. So like he comes down to visit her sometimes, and then like one time he pulled up on us, and that's how we ended up vibing. It was like,
Okay.
Mixed cool. So like, we go to LA, he out there, we always hang out.
Well, in Chicago, he up there. He pulls
Yeah.
up on us in Chicago.
And for the rest of so tonight you're gonna perform, you're gonna kill it, you're gonna
Yeah,
impress
I'm gonna
me, you're
kill
gonna blow my socks off. So that is
Yeah.
facts. We have it on camera now, so I'm
Yeah.
the bar is really high now. That's your fault. No,
Raise it
I'm
high.
But what's up for the rest of 2018? And what do you wish for yourself for the rest of the year?
I wish peace and happiness first and foremost.
I wish
Prosperity and abundance to
I
flow
wish-
through me to everybody else. That's what I want
I
for
wish-
2018.
Abundance is the word.
I wish
Abundance.
this album comes out
Abundance. That's what I
well.
want.
I wish I wish
I wish the kids in Atlanta are gonna get a chance to hear this album, and their minds are gonna be blown to something completely different.
Well, what do you mean when I wish the kids of Atlanta want? Don't you get enough love in Atlanta?
Yes, we do, but it's not even about love. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who support us, but I want other windows to continue to be open for like possibilities. Like you only see so many different types of artists, or not even artists. You only see so many different types of things growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if you in the hood. I know we got internet and stuff now, so this is a chance to like continue to like put things like this. Like I know people back at home who've never been to Belgium, never been to Australia, who's never been to Germany and stuff. So like I want to continue to like make this continue to you never leave the hood.
Many people in Bruges never left Bruges.
Exactly.
Either. Just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. So like that's I want this project in 2018 to be like I want us to crack this wall, crack open this hole of like come out here with us. You know what I'm saying? Through us and through yourself. Like I want this just to be this platform so they can just get beamed up.
Atlanta is not. And I don't want to like put Atlanta in boxes because of course I am not from America and not from Atlanta, but like if you look at it factually, Atlanta is not is not where I associate lyricism to come from. You gotta listen to
Outkast, but you gotta listen to a lot more.
It's T.I. too. I don't know.
Yes. But now
Goody Mob
today.
There's T.I. There's Goody Mob. Who else is there? I think 2 Chainz is an underrated.
2 Chainz is a great lyricist.
Yes. So I do know, but as a whole, kids these days and like Atlanta is seen as this big source of trap.
And it's still a part of the culture and the environment of Atlanta. You know.
Too, though. Like not. People in Atlanta.
And Atlanta isn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to Atlanta, people in Atlanta will listen to anything. That sounds good.
But the media platform of Atlanta isn't there. So what goes on in Atlanta is pushed by people who aren't from Atlanta. So you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna show you in LA. So they're gonna show you, oh, this is what's good, cool. They're not.
They cool checking that off the box. So they say, well, we covered Atlanta.
Thousands of artists in Atlanta that are doing way different things than Migos, 2 Chainz. These things are great, but you only getting half of the color spectrum of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to show another half.
You getting it through a lens.
And we're trying to show. We're trying to show the entire spectrum.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys because that was my. I made it poorly probably, but that's what I was trying to make.
You got it.
With J.I.D. is like, I think it's good for Atlanta to have a new generation that is not a typical cliche of the trap sound, but it's like, hey, we take it, we love it, it's part of us, but we also are influenced by this and this and this and that.
Bro, like, the thing is,
I mean, even with This Is America has this crazy like folk thing, this crazy like and then it goes to this crazy ass trap beat. It has ad libs from Migos, Young Thug, T-Pain, like all into one song. So it's just like, yo, we want to continue to give you Atlanta, but just a wider spectrum of what this is, you know. So it's not that nobody's dissing trap, but it's like you want to get a lens and a view from somebody who's in there, who's from there.
Yeah, and I want to come back towards T.I. because I portray T.I. and I just want you to know that I know that T.I.'s lexicon is very
man, yo. T.I.'s that man.
T.I. was my most stressful feature ever. If you ever have the time, because he's so many men in one body.
Yeah, T.I.'s a wild boy, yo. He's a wild boy.
He walked the room with me. He was really, I was like, oh my God. It was, I have it all recorded. It's very rare that he let nobody from Belgium. I had to present my work, and he was like, "Show me your work," and I was like, "Here." And then he was like, "Okay, I'll do it, but you have to go to my hotel room with his wife."
Yeah.
Just be with. And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I go to the hotel room, and then he was like, "Now, before we start, we're gonna listen to my new album."
Hey.
Love it.
And I was like, but you know, like, I don't know what you feel about like listening sessions, but I'm not good in it. An album for me, I consume it in different times.
Yeah,
while I shower, while I'm eating,
while I'm running, all that shit.
Yeah. Not like in front of an artist.
The same way, I don't like just sitting down and playing my shit with people and just being like, so. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I
That was so
want everybody to have their own.
A couple of
personal
tracks here and there,
experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you.
I don't even like listening to albums when everybody else listens
Exactly,
to them. Like I don't like that because.
But he's old school, so he's like, this is going to be a listening
Yeah.
session. My next song is
That's
produced
why I
by
love
Pharrell and has Lady Gaga on it.
I love Tip.
And
It's
then,
so great.
like, you know, and I can't really, I'm not so good in faking it.
You
So,
go.
like, I'm like, what do you do when you first hear a song? Like, I can't be
It's
like
if I
bopping.
took you to
I
like
like
a
it.
museum, a gallery of
That's
my
a cool
paintings, I'm
painting.
like, look at my paintings.
That's a
And
cool
you look at you and
Shit,
look at what I did here. And I just kept making you do that.
That's
So what do you think of what I did?
And then,
Like-
like, I crushed a glass of rum on the computer. All that shit. We recorded it. He didn't even glimpse. Okay, last question. So if I say Belgium, what 3 words pop in your head?
3 words. Congo, waffles, French.
Okay.
What 3 words?
Yeah, he beat you to the punch with the Congo thing.
It's just so
I think about it. I think about the women everywhere. So women,
That's a solid answer. That's a solid answer. Well, I'll take it.
gypsies. I seen a few people that look kind of gypsies today just walking around.
Okay.
And architecture. I like the buildings here. It's very pretty here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a great answer. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us.
I hope I did an okay job considering.
No, you did a great
You did an
job.
awful job.
Don't need
Okay.
no notes. You need no printout notes.
Next time, well, if you think it's bad now, I am going to blow your socks off next time. So let's punch it back. So I'm going to take a few Polaroids now, and that's it. Also, I have small gifts. You can give it to your girlfriends, your sisters, or whatever, or you can take it for yourself.
A little tote. Just a little toady tote.
A little toad, you know.
Yeah, a little tote.
Um,
Little tote.
I'm gonna put you guys here against the wall. Thank you, Oulu. Thank you, Ian. Ouni, that's the name.
It's a good interview.
You liked it?
I'm done giving you shit now. Thank you. I just had to.
Well, I didn't understand the last thing you said. It was a bad interview?
No, it was good. No, it was great. It was awesome.
You need no notes.